I think a lot of people are misunderstanding Yuta's intentions in the latest chapter. A lot of people seem to think that Yuta is adopting Sukuna's mindset of tossing everything aside and becoming the monster in order to gain the win. And while Yuta himself says if no one else is going to become the monster, I'll do it, I think the reasoning as to why he does it is what separates him and Sukuna. This is very similar to Yuji accepting that he's just like Mahito in the I'm You scene. Yuji accepts that he's no different than Mahito because he unalives curses just like Mahito unalives human without any regard. And Yuji says himself he doesn't need to find meaning, he doesn't need to know the reason as to why. He's just going to do it because that's his role in all of this. This is where Yuji adopts the mentality that in the grand scheme of things, he's probably just a cog. But when it comes to Sukuna's ideology of tossing everything aside, he doesn't accept this mentality. Instead, Yuji actively rejects this mentality, and we see this highlighted whenever Sukuna first takes over Megami's body. He screams at Sukuna and says, "Why can't you jerks live a normal life? Why do you have to spread misery?" So Yuji actively rejects the fact that you should throw everyone else aside and just spread whatever misery you want. He thinks that this is not the way to live. And Yuta feels the same way because his entire thing is love. He kept Rika around because of his undying love for Rika. Though it was unintentional, that's why he cursed Rika. And then once Rika Orimoto was actually lifted of the curse, he used his ability to keep a small portion of Rika around using, again, love. So Yuta becoming the monster isn't because he's trying to throw everything away. Him becoming the monster is because he loves everybody and wants to protect everybody. He's becoming the monster so that no one else has to. He's becoming the monster so he can share that burden with Gojo, someone he loves. So while Yuta is indeed becoming a monster, he's doing it for a vastly different reason than what Sukuna thinks people should do it for. He's not doing it to toss everyone aside for power. He's doing it to protect everyone and gain power so that everyone else can stay safe. And Jarvis Alfor, thank you for the response video. I do think that Yuta understood the assignment of becoming the monster. He's just not doing it in the way that the old sorcerers and Sukuna think that he should. And yes, Goofin, I do think it's perfect that Sukuna was inside of Yuji's body, as I'd mentioned prior, that Yuji rejects those ideals, and now Yuta will finish those ideals and prove that they're wrong inside of Gojo's body, who originally started it in the first place.